Hello, I'm Brigitte Parvin, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading for October 24th through the 31st. Thank you for joining me this week. I always look forward to connecting with you. And also, if during the week in between the readings you would like to connect with me on Facebook, on my book page, How to Get Your Life Back, where Doreen Virtue and I wrote a book that will be released by Hay House in 2018. You could reach me there on the page or also on Instagram under Brigitte Parvin. So thank you so much for being here and connecting with this week's reading. And I hope that you're taking gentle care of yourself this week. That's what we're being called to do as we're wrapping things up. The season's swiftly changing. Things are rapidly moving forward fast. And it's almost like a blanket is being placed over our planet just for that going within time, just like our Earth does that, and so do we. In the midst of that, though, make sure that you're taking gentle, sweet care of yourself, not getting caught up in all of the drama and such that is going on our planet right now, especially with the elections. Do your part and vote. Remember, your vote counts. Don't get caught up in the fear and drama. Instead, be in your holy place, holding that whole situation in prayer, meditation. Go to that altar within you. Go to that altar in your physical environment, in your house where you can, and just hold the place of love and peace in your prayers for the highest outcome and the greatest good for all of humanity. Remember, all of this is divinely unfolding, even though it may not look like what we think it should be looking like, which is, our Creator is in control, the universe is in control, and the highest good and plan is working on behalf of humanity. And just hold the space of that. Do your vote, and also do your spiritual practices around it. So this week I am here in the beautiful Nevada City at Empire Mine, enjoying the fall leaves, and now it's nighttime, so you may or may not be able to see the fall leaves right now, but it is definitely recharging my batteries, and that cooling aspect of it is just crisp, and the outdoors are vital for my soul and well-being. So I'm glad that you join me out here in the nature. So this week I've decided to use the Magical Messages from Your Fairies by Doreen Virtue. Remember that to keep that vibrancy of joy and playfulness going on. And so I will pick for the beginning of the week, midweek, and the latter part of the week. So I call upon our Creator of our own understanding, our guardian angels, our higher self, and the holy ones, and to watch over this session and bring great blessings to all who are watching this week. And so it is. Amen. Okay, so I will pick for the beginning of the week, midweek, and the latter part of the week, which this week is, the latter part of the week is Halloween. So hope you're having fun with some joyous costumes and letting that inner child come out and play. So the beginning of the week is express your individuality. So it's really important, we're being called right now to allow your true self to shine, because you are awesome. Yes, you are. You are awesome. Remember, there's nobody else like you, and your thumbprint is an individual thumbprint, and only you can be who you are. So be your authentic self, be who you are, beat to your own drums. The fairies are saying they do. And look how much fun they have. Don't be a copycat. Don't be a carbon copy. Be true to who you are and express yourself through your creativity, through laughter, through your projects, and exploring that of going deep within. And it's amazing because often I have clients say, they can't be who they are. But when they come to me and share what they're going through, they say, I know you will understand. And then they'll say something also on that, I know this might sound crazy, so I could tell you because you'll understand. And I'm like, okay, well, is that a compliment? And I know that's a compliment, absolutely, because they're being who they are around me in their authentic self, and they could trust me and be that vulnerable person of sharing. Be that person sharing and expressing who you are regardless, you know, and be around the tribe where you could beat to your own drum, where everybody in that tribe is beating to their own drum. Be who you are. Do not contain yourself. Do not be a carbon copy, and just let your light shine bright. You are so needed with that. So now for the mid part of the week, we have business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. And so these fairies are they're in a circle and they're having a party. So it's a celebration. So all those bright ideas that you get, remember, jot them down. Don't think, oh, I'll remember that. I'll get to that next week or someday, maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year. Take the action steps right here, right now, daily, and apply them to your dream. No matter how small those baby steps are, you are moving in that big direction. That's how you build the foundation, laying the groundwork, and there's more foundation in longevity, and it's kind of like building something. If you're building something and the legs are too long but it can't support the structure, it's going to wobble and collapse like a deck of cards. Anchor it in, hone it in, lay that foundation, and go. And remember, don't sit and think too long about it, because if you think they're your ideas, they're not. They're divinely inspired, and your fairies and the nature angels, which are your fairies, are divinely inspiring you to kick up your heels, spread that joy, spread that divine spark that is your business opportunity, and share the message with others. So remember, when you're feeling like you're in this holding tank and pausing and not taking that next step, that's just like resting on your laurels. And so resting on the laurels is coasting, and it's coasting backwards. Your nature angels are saying, no, you were not born to coast. You were not born to take it easy. Just, you were born to take care of yourself and be vital, but keep on moving. Okay, so that's beautiful. These messages this week are just so wonderful. So now for the latter part of the week, which leads into beautiful Halloween, where the veil's thinner, where the more spiritual realm is just like everywhere. That is just divine messages are popping up everywhere, and your ancestors are with you every step of the way, closer and closer. And so write down all the things that you need to. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So here's this, and this nature angel, the fairy, has a wand, and it is from a dandelion. And so it's at that very final stage of the dandelion where you make a wish with your intention. Hold that vision and ask for the help that you need. If you don't know how to do it, this is just like, I've got to share something with you. It makes me want to cry when I share this, but the nature angels want me to share it with you. I had a vision to write a book, and I did write the book, and I wrote it down, and it's a kid's book, and it's on paper, and I scratched it down, and I knew how to use the computer. I knew how to do things and, email and all this stuff, but I did not know how to use Word. So I have a client, and I love her dearly, and I cut her hair, and she goes to, she's a former student, she graduated of Waldorf, and I met her for tea one day, and I handed over this book that I wrote, this, and it's absolutely, I love this book, and it will come out someday, and I'm just holding the space for it. And so I let this student know that I didn't know how to write onto putting my notes onto the computer, onto Word. And yes, that's true. I did not know it. I asked if I could meet her for tea, and her name is Melanie, and she was more than happy to meet with me. And she took this story and put it on Word. And there ended up being this beautiful writer's workshop in San Francisco, and I took this with me with this vision, and my friend, who's my client, put it on word for me, and I just kept on holding that vision. And I did ask her for help to have her help put this story onto the thing, and I did end up that night getting a contract with Doreen Virtue and Reed Tracy, and it was the most absolutely one of the joyous moments of my life. I could not contain myself, and so the first book is not this book of what the intention was. The whole motion is why the nature angels want me to tell you this is because I asked for help with it. No, I didn't know how to do it. Now I know the book, How to Get Your Life Back. I did get some help from my friend Luann, one of my BFFs, and Luann, and with my husband Doug, and I do know how to use Word now, and was the final parts of me writing the book of How to Get Your Life Back, and I was able to submit it to Doreen and Reed Tracy and that. So the whole thing is I didn't let it freeze me or paralyze me and say, oh, I can't do that, cancel, clear, delete. I asked for the help. Oh, look at the fairy that just showed up. I hope you guys all see that. It was absolutely beautiful. So anyway, I did not let that hold me back from those dreams and the visions, which I could say they were mine. Yes. Hello, fairy. Hello, beautiful one. And I just followed through on what was on my hearts, because those heart's desires are actually the blueprint of why you are here for your life purpose. And you can do it. And I'm here to share with you that story in the reading of you can do it. And so whatever you feel like you need help with, remember it takes courage, strength, and it lays the ego aside. Remember, the ego is not our amigo, and it is here to serve a purpose. Acknowledge it for the right size that it is. No, do not go and, sabotage and, go combative with it. Just recognize, oh, there you are again, and don't feed it. Just don't feed it. Just feed your soul with the light, and that vibration gets higher and higher, and that's where you're able to connect with your nature angels and the fairies in your angelic realm, your divine team. And so I'm so pleased to connect with you this week, and it brings my heart great joy to always share these weekly readings with you. If you feel guided, please share them with your friend. I'm so happy to be here in assistance for the divine and sharing the gifts that we all have. And my whole purpose is to be here for you and to help you awaken those gifts within you also. And remember, to all of my sobriety brothers and sisters out there, if you have a birthday the month of October, sobriety rocks, and so does being clean and sober. And so happy birthday to you all out there. And I want to thank you all for connecting with me this week. Sending you lots of love from Nevada City in Northern California. Bye-bye.